This video is for an oil change on a BMW X5 F15 chassis, N63 engine, 4.4 liter turbo. It's up on ramps. The engine's been warmed up and ready to go. So I've got my carboard. It's windy. Here's the tools we're going to need. Oil filter, 8mm Allen socket, 3/8 ratchet with an extension, and an 86mm 6-point oil wrench, some oil, castor oil 5W40, 9.5 liters required, oil catch pan, some rags would be good, and a funnel. So underneath the car, you have your drain plug. I'm gonna undo that. That's the 8mm Allen, and then your oil filter is underneath. And first thing, I'm just cracking loose the drain plug, and then I'm going to crack loose the filter itself with the filter wrench. Just remember, lefty loosey, set your ratchet before you start, because the upside down thing can throw you sometimes. Get your catch basin in place and loosen off the filter as much as you need to till you can turn it by hand. Get your wrench out of the way. And you ever hear that expression about pissing in the wind? Well, it's windy out and applies to oil as well. It was a day for a dark shower. You can see my face starting to speckle up a little there. Good thing I had glasses on. Anyway, moving right along. The filter is still up inside, and there it pops out. Get that out of the way. And then onto the drain plug that's already been loosened off. So I can just put the extension in there, twist it off, and just keep pressure on this upward as you're undoing it. And then that way, as you feel it the last little bit come out, you don't lose the plug into your catch basin and you don't make a big mess. And you notice that I'm upwind now as I'm working on this, and I also have some cardboard against the side of the car to block the wind a little bit. So we'll let that drain and finish off, and we'll go take a look at the filter, the new one and the old one, compare them. There's a deep end in there, which I'm showing right now, goes in further. And then the other end of it is shallow with it's got a little white filter in it. It's got this piece, this attachment here that you have to pull off the old filter. And don't lose that. Don't throw it away. You need it on the new filter or else it's not going to work. It takes a little bit sometimes, a bit stubborn, but just wiggle it loose. Don't get it cocked to one side or the other too badly, and it'll come out. There's the piece, and you just got to make sure you put it back in on the proper side. You can see it's shallow on that side, a little white filter inside. Press it in. Again, don't get it cocked out of place, and snap it in. It'll snap tightly down at the spot, and that's it. Filter's ready to go. That was easy. So there's a crush washer and O-ring that come with the new filter. Make sure that you switch those out. There's an extra O-ring in there, but you don't need it for this vehicle. So crush washer goes on the drain plug. Never use the old one. That's why it's called a crush washer. It's a one-time use. And then remove the O-ring from the outside of the filter cover. If you got a pick, great. If not, just anything. It's a little slippery, that's all. Put a little oil on the new O-ring, get it lubed up a bit, and place that on. And there's a seat for that. It's round, so you don't have to worry about it going on and getting pinched or anything. But roll it down to where the old one was. It doesn't sit right on the flange there. It's up about, I don't know, not even a 1/4 inch, but it's up a little bit from the bottom. So you want to make sure it's in that seat right there, and everything's good. It's ready to go. And when you put the filter in, don't put it in this way. You'll see it just doesn't lock in. It goes in only one way, and it goes in with the attachment piece that we just put on. So flip it over, put it in, you feel it snap into place. There, it just clicked, and now it stays put. So there's only one right way to put it, and just keep that in mind. Back underneath the car, I'm just going to clean up a little bit from with that wind. There's a bit of oil underneath that skid plate. I just want to make sure the drain plug hole and the oil filter holes are cleaned out. I don't want oil dripping on my nice gravel, you know. Get the drain plug with its new crush washer into place. Just checking to make sure the old crush washer isn't in there. I did throw it in the garbage, so I know it's there, but just making sure. And then make sure that you let your extension fall into your oil catch pan, because that makes it a lot more fun. There we go. Perfect. It's nice warm oil to go digging through. So just clean that off and it'll be good as new. It won't rust. Maybe push that pan out of the way. Shake your head a little. Okay, back to it. Get that drain plug into place. And never over tighten these. The actual torque is 25 Newton meters. I know it doesn't look like it, but I've done this enough times that I've got a pretty good feel for it. So I'm not going to put a torque wrench on it right now. Just snug it, and there you go. That's it. She's good. And with the oil filter, it just make sure it's good and clean up there. The oil filter, it has some resistance to it when you tighten it in by hand as much as you can, but there's still a little ways for it to go. It kind of squeezes into place, so I get it good and tight by hand, and then get the wrench back on there, righty tighty. And that's why you see me cranking a bit. It's moving nice and easy, but once you get it tight, it's about the same torque as the drain plug. Not much to it. Wipe it up a bit more, and that's it. I did take some brake clean sprayed in there later, but let's just get this basin out of the way now. Okay, so back up top, we're gonna add our oil, and I'm just putting, it is windy out, and in case I spill a little, I don't want it pouring down along the hot engine. And if you're pouring and it's galloping out like it just was, just ease off a bit until it pours smoothly. And I'm going to put not all of this first 5 liters in. I'm going to stop when I feel like I've got about half a liter left. At least that way I can check it. And if it looks like I'm good, then on the second jug, I'll pour the whole 5 liters in. So that looks good. Got about half a liter left in that jug. So now I can pour all of this one in, and that'll give me the 9.5 liters. And once this is done, I will run the car, and it takes quite a while to warm up before you can actually check the oil. It's the one thing I don't like about this car. There's no dipstick, so you got to let it warm up to operating temperature before you can do the electronic oil check inside the vehicle. It is what it is, right? All right, so finish pouring this in. Last few drops. Nothing spilt. That's wonderful. And then that's it. Load the funnel without making a mess. Put the cap back on. And then the last thing to do is reset your oil service interval. So you just press the ignition button once without touching the gas pedal or brake pedal, and press this button in the left. You'll see the center there will tell you your engine oil reset possible. Hold it down until it says reset. When it says reset, let go of it, and then press it again, and then resets in progress. You can let go of it at that point, and it will do a reset, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.